On goal. Rhodes turns it away. Duchesne off on the wing. Honeywood snaps it across. The Whalers in the process of a change. Worked out the neutral ice. Kevin Haller back in his own zone. 13:28 left to go in the third period. Dineen has it in the neutral zone. Dineen over the line looking for Grimson. Grimson lets it go off the boards. The Senators poke it out. A breakout develops. Here's Daig with Van Allen. Daig holding. Shooting. Giguère says no. This Whalers game is brought to you by the official beer sponsors of the NHL. Great tasting Bud Ice and Bud Ice Light. Drink Bud Ice, but beware the Penguins.
Alexander Daig with a zillion chances tonight. But luckily, he's putting him right into Giguère. Giguère being so far out, we're going to see this play develop here by Van Allen up to Daig, and he gets it. He's going to pull back and wait for things to develop, and he holds on. Haller takes Van Allen to the net. Look at that save and a juggle and a grab by Giguère. A good play on his part. This team has skated very well, the Ottawa Senators, tonight. I was watching the far part of the ice with Randy Cunningham, as you see there, the captain, and Kevin Dineen. They were slugging at each other. There was no call. The referee was right there, too.
Wow.
Watching. Nothing was called. Cunningham went up the ice on that 2-on-2 and was talking to him. Good play. Let him play.
Absolutely. Emerson over the line. Gets it in deep on Rhodes. Damian Rhodes. Up the wing boards. The Senators. Oh, mercy. There's another hit thrown by Primo, this time on Denis Lambert. Even the misses are great to see.
I'm watching the people behind the glass.
Oh. Here's Dackel over the stripe. Sent out by Lecision. Primo. Emerson back for Keith Primo. Primo on the attack over the line. Emerson with a shot. Rhodes turns it away to the corner now. York floored, knocked down by Rice. Gardner is back to help out defensively. Bruce Gardner leads the attack out to center. Denis Lambert will get it deep in the Hartford zone. Giguère out to play it. Lassing one ahead. Emerson at the point with Zoltok. Here's Malik on the tape of Primo. Handing off for Dineen on the line change. Dineen going deep in the zone. Poked away by Wade Redden. Puck is worked ahead. Out to center. Transition time for the Senators. Zoltok for Alfredson over the line with a shot. Good play by Glenn Wesley. Wesley has the puck. Wesley by Zoltok, but not out. Yashin moves in. Alexei Yashin feeds in front, just tipped wide by Alfredson. Yashin behind the goal, walks in front, a good poke check by Wesley. Senators here, trouble brewing in the corner. Behind the net, Zoltok looking for it, broken up by Wesley. Top of your screen, Dineen. Sanderson tries to move out. The Senators right on the puck.
Good chances. This line with 13 points in the last 3 games has really moved around. Had some quality chances there, but again, a little bit of a breakdown offensively by the Whalers, and that is why they came out with these and an odd man situation 3-on-2.
Behind the net, Steve Duchesne. Out to center for Jason Sent. Former Islander draft choice sends one right into the crowd for a stoppage in play. We are tied at 2. A great one here at the Mall on Sports Channel.
Drink Bud Ice, but beware the Penguins.
To end Chrysler's best year ever, our best year-end sale ever. Right now, you can lease Chrysler Cirrus for $0 down, $269 a month, and only $544 due at signing. Chrysler LHS is just $359 a month. And Chrysler Concorde is yours for $0 down, $309 a month, and only $634 due at signing. Our best year-end sale ever, for a limited time only, at your Chrysler dealer. What's new in your world?
Back at the Civic Center, the best game in a long time here. 2-2, and watch this play. This is what Paul Maurice does not want. 2 guys low, Castles comes in deep, 4 black jerseys against 2. Good play here through the middle, but a great play by Wesley, who steps up and picks that puck off. Good play, but again, here we are, 11 minutes left. You don't want that to happen. You don't want to make a poor judgment play offensively, trying to take a chance and getting burned defensively. That was a bad judgment at that time. It ended up being a 4-on-2, but sound play by Glenn Wesley.
Just about halfway through the third period. An exciting game. Sean Van Allen shot. Giguère again ready for it. The rebound off the side of the net. Zent looking for it. Lambert hands off. Zent centers one across. It's loose, and it's worked out. Ranheim is off. At the line, drops it off for Lecision. Lecision right through the goal crease. Zent has the puck. Jason Zent. 3-on-3 develops for Ottawa. Van Allen has the disc. Van Allen now moves it in. Giguère knocks it down. To the corner it goes. Ranheim after it. Takes a run at Van Allen. It's centered in front. Knocked down in front. Duchesne gets to it. His spinner gloved down by Lecision. Ranheim in his own end. Off the boards. Ices the puck. We need a line change here with 10:36 remaining in this third period.
I told you we're going to shove defensive plays down your throat tonight. But what a great decision here by Robert Cron as he realizes the puck going around the boards. The defenseman sometimes they'll jump up here and pinch in. It goes all the way around the boards. Now here it is. Here's the play developing by the Whalers. It's a 3-on-3. Little pull up here, and this shot is going to go wide. Robert Cron is back here defensively. He's going to go in. No, he doesn't. He pulls back, and it ends up being a 3-on-3 as you see Curtis Lecision coming back into the picture. Now, in the past couple of weeks, there, Robert Cron would have went in, pinched in, and maybe got burnt. But a good play by his part, reading it and coming back like a defenseman.
Off the faceoff, Wesley from behind the net. Good forechecking by the Senators. Dackel. Andreas Dackel behind the cage. Gardner is there. Bruce Gardner after it. Dackel for Denny Lambert. Checked by Wesley. Primo helps out. Primo up the boards for Steve Rice. Rice with a goal tonight, his 10th of the season out for Malik. Lead pass for Rice, busting down the left side. Rice puts on the brakes. He's hit by Pitlick. And the puck is scooped out to center.
Good forechecking, though. Some good plays. I'm really surprised the way Ottawa has played defensively. They've played soundly. There has been some good chances by the Whalers, but they're in position most of the time.
Through center ice.
Primo again.
Yep. In the zone now, it's Burt. Out to the line, accepted by Musil. Jason York looks around. Alfredsson doesn't see it. Dineen has it. Castle steps in. Here's Dineen. Dineen goes down, tries to draw one. He took a dive on that one. Here's Holler from the point. The shot goes wide. Dineen roughing it up with Jason York, and Jackson has put the whistle away, at least for now.
Like a playoff game.
Yep. And it's good. Better this way. Here's Musil back in the zone. It's whistled dead on the offside. Kim Walden, what's going on in the NHL?
Thanks, you guys. On the aisle where Detroit is cruising, 3-1 Red Wings in the second. BC grad Doug Brown has all the time in the world. He winds up for the slap shot, and it's in there. They added another. Detroit's up 5-1. Here's a Sabre watch at the Igloo. Pittsburgh leads Buffalo 1-0, and they're in the second intermission. Back to you, John and Bill.
Thank you, Kim. Doug Brown, a great shot. Wow. And for the Islanders, an odd move this week. Their assistant general manager, Darcy Regier, who Hartford fans know because he used to be an assistant coach here, was fired this week.
It's surprising. You wonder, what does an assistant general manager do?
Right.
General manager is a coach and GM, and you have an assistant general manager, and some reason he gets the axe. They said he did some contracts, and they haven't had any contracts to talk about. So I don't understand that move. Maybe cutting the payroll a little bit.
No, the old difference in philosophy.
Oh, boy.
You know how that goes. And the puck is sent now deep in the zone. 9:17 left to go in this third period. 2-2 the count. Cunningworth with a shot. It goes wide on the deflection. Loose this way. At the point, Duchesne for Daig. The shot patted away by Giguère. Holler moves it out to center ice. O'Neill napping. Duchesne knocks it down. Daig gets it. Van Allen lets it go. Gloved by Giguère. Giguère now will pass it off. Out to center ice. Burt after it. Redden cancels him. Cron pushes up. Redden takes a hit from Primo. Along the boards, Burt takes his man out. Holler in his own end. Off for Paul Ranheim. 8:40 left. Third period tied at 2. Ranheim dumps it in. To the corner. Here's Primo on the attack. Down low, Wade Redden. The Senators once again crisply work it out to center ice. Oh, goodness! Bruce Gardner is hit by Stephen Rice. One of those patented open ice hits. Malik over the line. Emerson, Fanning, trying to get it back. Pitlick forges ahead. Dackel has the puck. Sends one a line change. Andreas Dackel gets it deep in the zone.
How about Keith Primo here? He's getting molested at the bench by Lambert, but what a hit, and what have we seen tonight? Hits all over the place as Stephen Rice acting like Keith Primo, and that's what happens. You get the line going, and Rice with an unbelievable hit, following in the footsteps of a Keith Primo.
8:09 left to go in the third. Watch this before you head to the fridge.
2-2 here at the Civic Center. Some unbelievable hitting that shift there. Primo and Rice. Stephen Rice, who I said needed to keep Primo to get him going again, and he has done it. He's played awfully well. Taking the body there on Bruce Gardner. What a hit.
Laukkanen now from the point, deals it in deep. Yashin is there. Here's Alfredsson. Alfredsson holding that puck 4-on-4 on the ice surface. Matching penalties. The shot on. Jaguar ready. Primo and Lambert off for roughing at 11:51.
Yashin in great position there to shoot the puck. He did a quick wrist shot, some traffic in front, and then again Jaguar in a good position. Here's the Alfredsson, moves it down low. Yashin cuts across. Now Alfredsson goes to the net. Look at that screen. Wesley there, Burt there. But he gets in position, Jaguar, so well. Doesn't do anything out of the ordinary. Just gets his body in front of that puck. Freezes them quite often. Not a lot of rebounds with this young guy. 19 years old. He said, boys, it's like home ice advantage. There is none anymore. All these young guys coming in the league, they don't care. Get me on the ice.
Castles now goes behind the goal with it. Wesley takes over. Castles and Sanderson up front. Glenn Wesley, Adam Burt on defense. Wesley through the center ice zone all the way back in the Senators' end. Duchesne back to get it. From behind the goal, he quarterbacked. 7.5 left to go in this third period. Alfredsson through center. At the line, drops it off for Yashin. His shot blockered down by Jaguar. Looks for the rebound. Sanderson has it.
Another big save. How many shots do these guys have tonight? They've been outstanding, but to the test, Jaguar has been there also.
Look at Sanderson moving in. Sanderson tries to do it himself, and Rhodes steers it away. Back the other way they come. Daig lost it. Hooked ahead by Haller. Sent in by Redden. 13 minutes gone in the third. Lecision ahead for Haller. Sergei Zholtok watching him. Here come the Whalers out to center ice, spinning with it. Nelson Emerson. Emerson's flying. He drops it off for Lecision, who shoots. It just goes wide. O'Neill in front. Haller at the point keeps the zone. O'Neill after it. Canceled, rubbed off by Redden. Again, Jackson has put the whistle in his pocket.
That's obstruction, isn't it, behind the net? O'Neill never touched the puck yet.
Emerson over the line, moving in. Emerson tries to feed O'Neill. O'Neill has the puck. Emerson one times, gloved by Rhodes. Rhodes now hands off for Jason York. 15 seconds left in the matching minors. 6:20 left to go in regulation, tied at 2. Jason York from behind his own net. Moves it along. Out to center ice, Bruce Gardner crisscrossing with Randy Cunnyworth. The Whalers jump on it, transition time. Here's Cron over the line. Cron with a shot, blocked by Duchesne. It sails wide. Loose this way. Ranheim after it. Cron back to the point for Wesley. Inside it goes for Ranheim, walking with it. In the slot, knocked down is Cron. No call. Another shot taken. Rhodes makes the stop on Malik. Puck is loose. Held in by Malik. Holding, shooting, whistling wide. Puck loose this way. The Whalers try to get to it. The Senators work it out. Whalers get it back. Mark Jansen moves it by Lambert. Jansen's in the zone in the slot for Cron. Knocked away at the defense. Here's Manderville over the wall. He moves it deep in the zone. Along the boards now. The crowd loves it here at the Mall. Out to center ice. It's Randy Cunnyworth. Cunnyworth now will get it deep in the Hartford end.
That was a good, excellent, productive shift. And what I like there is the fact that he never gave up. They got knocked out the puck a couple of times, and they fought hard and got it back and kept it in the end zone.
Yashin over the line, holding. Alfredsson right in. Trouble brewing here. In the corner. Manderville there for the Whalers. Kent Manderville, just recalled today from Springfield. Along the boards now. The Senators look to keep the zone. They do. Haller behind the net, pressured by Alfredsson. Puck is loose. Yashin is there. Haller recovers nicely. Lugs it away. At center ice, the Whalers on the attack. Primo over the line. Primo moving in. Shot taken off the side of the goal. Rice is the rebound. Stop chance. Shut down by Rhodes. The rebound. Frozen. They score! The referee was right there. He indicated goal. That was his first indication. I'm sure they'll review it, Billy. It looks like the Whalers have taken the lead.
Well, honestly, I thought the whistle should have went. Rice was banging away at it. Rhodes was up against the post again. Rice trying that stop. I thought Rhodes had it long enough for a whistle, but there was no whistle because the referee was right here. Now here it is. Primo hits the back of the net. Now here's Rice trying to stuff it. Now the puck is right there. It's still there, and it's just being Manderville just manhandling 3 guys in the crease and pushing and pushing. Here's Primo on his backhand going wide. He's going to shoot it. Everything it's in, but it hits the side of the net. It goes to Stephen Rice, and he tries to stuff here. There it is. It's in the air now, in the front. I don't know where it is. It's in the net. I guess Stephen Rice here is going to get that for jamming it in. Here's a different angle. Now the puck there is not in. It's in the air. It hits there. It's definitely a goal.
Yeah.
That is definitely a goal. It was up in his jersey. Stephen Rice jumps on that puck, stuffs it, and never stops. He pursues it, keeps going at it, and it actually jumps up into the jersey and then drops in behind Damian Rhodes over the line. So great play, first of all, by Primo, and then Rice, I'm going to call him a patented move that he's got the last couple of weeks, and it pays off.
Well, Jackson never lost sight of that puck. He was in perfect position, circling behind the net. He was very emphatic with the indication before the red light even went on. And the Whalers have a 3-2 lead. 4:43 left to go in this third period. I think the goal judge was stunned. He never put the light on until after it was
Well, to be honest with you, John, with
really over.
Here, too, with that puck being black and looking at the jersey, I couldn't see it in the net either. And the goalie was back. He's got an earpiece. He's listening to us.
I think so. Stephen Rice, second tonight. Inspirational goal at 15-17. And they are believing in Stephen Rice, who along with Primo and Emerson, that line has been rock solid tonight, as the Whalers have been as a team throughout. O'Neill works it deep in the zone. Rice with the big goal. 3-2. The Whalers have the lead for the first time on Sports Channel.
Drink Bud Ice, but beware the penguins.
Announcing the Adventure Discovered Sweepstakes.
I've been shopping, big time. It's all right here on my Discover Card statement.
Use your Discover Card, and you could win everything on Boyd Matson's statement.
Patagonia. It's me. 2 tickets on American. My new Jeep.
Plus, you'll join him on
A National Geographic filming expedition.
It's the grand prize in the Adventure Discovered Sweepstakes.
Well, I've done my shopping. Have you?
It pays to discover. Watch National Geographic Explorer on TBS.
3-2. Boy, that sounds good. Yes. In an exciting game at the Civic Center tonight. Almost a full house, too, which is nice.
14,092. That's right.
Creeping up the ladder.
14,660.
Tell you what, they're seeing a good game tonight. There's no reason why they shouldn't be into this one.
Not at all. Check your pulse if you don't enjoy this. 31-29, the shots in the game. It's 4:28 remaining in the third period. Steve Rice is 11 from Haller and Primo at 15-17. Puck is cleared deep in the zone. No icing. Giguère will leave it there for Lecision. Lecision off the boards. The Whalers work it out. Cron at the line, gets it deep. Damian Rhodes out to play it along the wall. Ranheim knocks it down. Cron down low, watched by Musil. Here's Van Allen scaling out through center ice. We'll watch Malik track it down in his own end. Eric Malik out to center. Malik now tries to get away from Bruce Gardner. Redden has the puck ahead for Denis Lambert. At the line, checked by O'Neill. Gardner with a shot, turned away by Giguère. Kicked out with a purpose, right to the corner. Sanderson tries to move it in. Lambert for Dackel. At the line, trying to go wide on Wesley. Burt is back defensively. 3.5 remaining in regulation. The Whalers have the lead 3-2. York keeps the zone. In the corner, it's Burt. Tied up a bit. Lambert down low. Sanderson jumps on it. Quickly moves ahead. Open ice for Denis, but it will roll down the roads. He gets it out, but not out. Held in by Sanderson. York takes over. Jason York out to the neutral area. Kevin Denis waits for Castles and gets it deep in the Ottawa end.
Well, you mentioned about Jean-Sébastien Giguère. What a great play. And you watch the way he does it. Goalies do practice. When you're going to get a shot on you, they try to knock it into the corner and knock it to a player, and he does that so well, too. Even when he's down, sprawled down with his legs spread apart, makes a pad save, he kicks it into the corner.
Primo just wide. Breakout develops. Yashin out to center with Alfredson. Lead pass offside at the Hartford blue line. Our next telecast on Sports Channel next Saturday night in Hartford against the Washington Capitals. Live coverage gets underway at 7 p.m. right here on Sports Channel.
Well, this is a big game for the Whalers. A lot of road games coming up in the month of January. A little Canadian stretch. Also play in Chicago and in Washington. So this is a big one. I thought this would be a telling game going into the month of January with the bad stretch they've had. You see Keith Primeau. He's going to be a special player to us, our ST Sadlak player. Team profile. Been a leader tonight. Missed in Buffalo without a doubt.
And of course, ST Sadlak is the leader for financial needs. Leadership that listens. ST Sadlak. And Primeau has been the leader tonight for the Whalers.
Do you think they could help me with my new contract since I played so well yesterday? Do you?
Yes.
Is there a chance?
25% is all I ask.
25 cents is what I ask.
We'll work this out. My guy will call your guy and all that kind of stuff.
I'll get you a piece of bubble gum.
Laukkanen behind the goal. Under 3 remaining in regulation. Alfredsson out to center. Hawked by Dineen. Knocked down by Castles. Senators regroup. Dineen has it. Sanderson in front. Sanderson on the curl. Cycling one for Castles. Dineen goes to the front of the net. Actually picks Laukkanen. Castles tries to center in front. Oh, good play by Sanderson. Playing the body on Laukkanen. Loose in the corner. Castles went down, and again Jackson lets it go. Alfredsson out to center ice. Alfredsson crosses the checkered stripe. Wheels one deep in the Hartford end. Under 2 remaining in regulation. Here's Adam Burt. Burt from his own zone. Angles off the wall out to center. Emerson looking for it. Cunningworth sets up his man. It's Daig with it. Daig's shot is blocked by Wesley. He's down, injured. Shot taken by Redden, goes wide. Wesley slow to get up, and finally it's whistled down by Dave Jackson, but Glenn Wesley in pain, and Bud Gouveia will come out and have a look.
We saw him the other night go down and block a shot too in the pan area and was down for quite some time. I'm not sure where this one got him. We'll be able to tell in a second. He got him in the groinal area, maybe. He looks like the ring. We all know he had the broken foot, and every time you see a guy go down and block it, you hope it doesn't go in the same spot because it'd be very easy. And he is Bud is looking at his left ankle here. We're going to see this play. Glenn Wesley here. The shot, the pass across to Daig, and he's going to go down. And he does stretch like a goaltender there.
Yeah.
Makes a great block. He's still on the ice. Maybe the groin or knee area all the way down the ankle. A twinge sometimes when you make a move like that. Unlike goalies do, they work at that and they work hard to stretch those legs that way. But when a player does it, a lot can go wrong. Groin, hamstrings, knees, ankles.
Glenn has had some chronic groin problems, so you just never know in this circumstance. And he certainly has played a great game tonight with Adam Burt.
You can see his face, and he has been very good since he's been back. And here it is again, the shot by Daig. Watch the left and right ankle. The puck hits him there.
Ooh.
Funny looking angle the way his foot went down. Good job of getting over. He played like a goalie there.
Reminder, the coolest game on earth is brought to you by the coolest beers on earth. Bud Ice and Bud Ice Light, the official beer sponsors of the NHL. Drink Bud Ice, but beware the Penguins.
Hopefully he's okay. He's on the bench still. Only a minute 41 seconds left. We'll see if he comes back for another shift, but he has been solid. Definitely missed through the 11 games with his broken ankle. Came back strong in the first 2 games here. Played solid, as you said, with Adam Burt. I think Adam Burt has missed the likes of Glenn Wesley in the last while. Victimized, unlike an Adam Burt in the last few games. But both of them as a pair are very good.
And Gerald Diduck, who's out, who a lot of times, because he's a stay-at-home guy, doesn't get a lot of attention, only when he makes a mistake, it seems. But certainly he's out with a hernia problem, and he should be back within a week to 10 days. But he's missed because on the right side they need that.
Don't have that right shot.
That aspect.
He was out skating today in the morning skate. Sammy Kapanen in full equipment today. Looked very good. So that's a pleasant surprise, earlier than expected. Tom Burke in the net, using the blocker and the glove hand.
2-on-1. Primeau over skates. He and Jansen's on the breakout. Decision has the puck. Primeau He'll dump it deep in the zone. 1:25 left to go in the third period. The Whalers have the lead 3-2. The go-ahead goal, Steve Rice, his second of the night, his 11th of the season at 15-17. York moves it across out for Randy Cunneyworth. Dropping it off for Jason York. On the red line, he dumps in. Giguère lets it go. Decision after it. Primo trying to dig it out. Primo does. Nice play by Rice, playing it in his skates and working the puck out. Rice keeps the legs moving. He's hog-tied by Duchesne, but play continues.
The whistle has gone away, and it's been all period, but it's been both ways. You can't say it's been one way or the other. So good play as we have Davy Rhodes coming to the bench for the extra attacker.
Sixth man on for Ottawa. Yashin has the puck going deep, centering in front. Look out. Zoltak at the point, holding, shooting, tipped, and it goes wide. Daig has the rebound. He has 2 goals tonight. Daig popped it up to Haller, off the glass by Duchesne. Empty net for Sanderson. Duchesne recovers in the neutral zone. 33 seconds left to go in the game. Out to center ice now. The Senators work it ahead. Haller gets to it. Just inside the line. He works it back in the Ottawa zone. They wave off icing. Duchesne back to play it. Pressured by Sanderson. Laukkonen behind the cage. 20 clicks left to go in the contest. Here's Zoltak from his own end. Sergei Zoltak out to center. Over the red line, he dumps it in wide of Giguère. To the corner it goes. Daig after it. It rolls into Giguère. Heads up here to freeze the puck with 9 seconds remaining.
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me if there's a timeout here with 9 seconds left. But good forechecking, some good preparation defensively by the Whalers. One man stayed in when the goalie was not pulled yet, and they came back, and 2 guys supporting the blue line forward-wise, and the 2 defense were back behind those 2 forwards, and they gave the Senators some fits coming out of their own zone. But again, I don't know how that puck, Sanderson, the puck was released up high. Sanderson, I must say, great backsman, a little blot on that golf ball, but I thought Sanderson was off the races with an empty net. You know, with his speed, he's going to get down there and score a goal. For some reason, it stuck right by the bench. I thought he was gone.
So did I. He was gone. The puck stayed still.
Well, in fact, I thought maybe that it hit somebody's glove.
Yeah.
That's why it stopped.
The Senators have executed their timeout. You see them talking it over at the bench. The Whalers still have their timeout remaining, but only 9 seconds left in the game.
Very important. Sorry, John.
That's all right.
Very
important. Don't take it personally.
Well, it's very important. As I've mentioned so many times, especially with 9 seconds left here, it's not just the centerman here. Now, if we get a chance, you want to watch what everybody does on the Whalers. The centerman tries to win the draw, but his main objective here is to tie up the centerman. Don't try to win the draw cleanly. If you can, it's a big plus. If you tie your man up, then you have the guy on the boards and the winger and your defense helping out. If the puck sits there in the dot and it's a tie between centerman and centerman, you hope that your players can get in there and do the job for you and get possession. Everybody blames centerman for losing faceoffs. Well, there's much more to it. We see here with Andrew Castles and Keith Primo, they have the extra centerman just in case. I'm sure Primo will take this draw. The big guy, maybe get over top. Yashin for the Ottawa Senators. Now they have their play set up. But as I said, you have to watch what everybody in white is doing. It's a team effort on a face-off, no matter where it is on the ice. But with 9 seconds left in your own zone, it becomes much more of a problem if you're not going in the right position.
So big Keith Primo will take the draw against Alexei Yashin. 2 strong centermen. Provo, the linesman, set to drop it. 9 seconds left off the draw. Duchesne for Daig. He mishit it. Puck loose in the slot. Look out here. Yashin with it. It goes off a body in front. 1 second remaining. It's over.
Wow, that was an excellent play by Ottawa. They actually did win that draw, and they had a play all set up, and it went back to Daig. He fans on it, but luckily the puck got through for Ottawa. They had plenty of chances. They just couldn't corral it, and the Whalers were lucky that they did not get a goal against. They played sound hockey all game long, though, and what a play, though. Off the draw with 9 seconds left. We have Keith Primo and Yashin here. They know what they're doing. And here it is. The puck is skirted to the middle. Alfredson and Dineen. Then the puck from Duchesne to Daig. He fans on this puck, but look at all the bodies. He somehow gets through. Yashin cannot get it. The Whalers are there. 5 guys back. And that's the end of the game right there. But wow, what an exciting play. What an exciting game. End-to-end action. Intensity was there tonight. They played with some good effort, something we haven't seen for quite some time. It was a 60-minute game, which we haven't seen for quite some time. We're used to this big third period. But overall, this is the way they have to play. Good effort by Ottawa. Very surprised. And that is why their record is moving up. They played very well, and it was an overall, it was a playoff-type game tonight.
And for the 19-year-old goaltender, his first win in the National Hockey League. The final score, the Hartford Whalers 3, the Ottawa Senators 2. Back with the post-game show right after this on Sports Channel.
Watch the Whalers on Sports Channel, and you're getting a closer look at a story that's as big as the game.
To win tonight, the Whalers need two things to happen.
Braun, closing, shooting, scoring! He's going to fight for it. Great goaltending by Sean Burke. Unbelievable! They score! The Whalers have won it!
You're also getting a closer look at the team that rocks them all.
Legends. They're what AMC brings to you. And because they were bigger than life, they made our lives bigger. They fought our battles. They won our hearts. We've never met them, but we know them by heart. They will always be our stars, and they will always burn brilliantly. AMC, American Movie Classics, where the stars touch you. See our biggest stars every Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern on AMC Saturday Classics.
Welcome back to our Sports Channel studios, everyone. What a nail-biter, but the Whales pulled this one out 3-2. Hello, everyone. I'm Kim Walden. Heading into tonight's contest, the Buffalo Sabres were looking to widen the gap between themselves and the rest of the Northeast Division, but also they were looking to extend their unbeaten streak to 7 games. But there's one problem. Guess who? Eddie Johnson and his Pittsburgh Penguins. They are on a mission as well. Get to the top of the Northeast Division as quickly as possible. With Ken Riggett out, Patrick Aleem making some great saves all night long on his way to a shutout. Here, scoreless in the first. Let's take a look. Fredrik Olofsson. He gets the pass, skates in, all by himself, backhands it past Dominik Hasek. Penguins up 1-0. I'm told Mario Lemieux just added another. So Pittsburgh is leading the Sabres in the third, 2-0. Back to you, John and Bill.
Thank you very much, Kim. 3-2 the final. The Whalers, another big game here at the Civic Center. Their 12th win on home ice and an outstanding hockey game. John Forsland and Bill Gardner back upstairs, and the kind of game, I think you said it best during the game, played with loads of passion on both sides.
It was really, honestly, a playoff game. This is the style that'll win you some games in the playoffs, but both teams played good defensive hockey. There was a lot of breakdowns in the defensive zone where some guys made some excellent plays, but I love this brand of hockey, and this was a 60-minute game on both parts, on both ends, by both teams. It's what the Whalers have to do more often, and we haven't seen it maybe for the last 3 weeks, but a good turnaround tonight.
Our Bud Ice player of the game tonight, Jean-Sebastien Giguère, 30 saves in his first NHL win.
Well, the positioning of this guy's been unbelievable. Here, Daig with a shot. He makes a save off the shoulder, and it's in the air. Goes back into the slot, and watch this again. He's ready for it. Squares himself, gets up again, makes a good blocker save. Good positioning, fun to watch tonight.
Well, Jean is downstairs. Congratulations, Jean, on your first NHL win. It's the obvious question. It's one we have to ask. How's it feel?
Pretty good. I'm very happy about it. I think this wins it.
Now, how does that feel?
That was no plan either.
Oh. Now, make sure you get it all now. Clear those headsets so you can hear us.
That's not whipped cream, is it?
No, that's not whipped cream.
Menthol shaving cream.
Well, you handle that with poise as you do the puck on the ice. And
good positioning
nice
there. Good positioning there to take that one.
You were square to the pot. Let's talk about the game. The Ottawa Senators kept coming. They played an outstanding game, too, which made, for us, a great matchup tonight.
Yeah, it was a great matchup. I think the guys played very well tonight. They deserved that one. They play a lot better, I think, than the other day, defensive coverage. So I think this victory deserved to the player in front of me.
Well, Santa Claus, as you look like you have that nice white beard around you, you saw a lot of pucks today, but your angles were awfully well. Who do you credit a lot of your goaltending skills to?
I credit my goaltending skill to Benoit and Francois. They're two goaltender coach in Quebec that helped me a lot. I used to go to their goaltender school when I was young, and basically what I want to do, I don't have very good reflex. I just want to be in front of the puck every time.
Well, you saw the puck. You mentioned your defenseman tonight. Was it an easy game on your part? Because most of those shots, there was not that many screens in front of you, and you were able to see it.
Yeah, well, you know, it's never an easy game, but, you know, I only had to make the first save, then my defenseman take the rebound away, and every time, pretty much every time, the shot was clear to me. So, you know, that's a lot easier than, you know, if you always have screen shot.
John, we're not going to torch you much longer. We do one more question.
You got to see yourself. You got to go look in the mirror.
Coach Paul Maurice told us before the game about how the team wanted to get back to basics tonight, play a sound game from the defensive aspect. How do you think that went?
That went pretty good. I think this morning and last night, last morning we practiced on our system, and I think the guy played the system very well, and that's why we win. We're a very good hockey team, and I think if we play the system, we're going to beat a lot of teams in this league.
Well, John, I hate to say it, but it looks good on you. Nice
Shave
job
that long
tonight.
white beard off.
Keep the tape of this one.
Great game.
Thanks.
Jean-Sébastien Giguère, our Bud Ice player of the game. I'll tell you what. We're going to get our people on it and find out who the culprit is.
It happened once to Deneen.
Right.
And now the rookie gets it again. So you got to give it to the old veteran. Someone's doing a good job.
And you have to really marvel. We saw it there at his poise. We talked about it during the game. That was an interesting comment about his reflexes. He doesn't have great reflexes, so he has to rely on other things, but his reflexes are pretty darn good.
They're pretty good. He makes some great saves. He gets his pads square across the ice and makes some good leg saves. But I like what he said, too. His positioning is very good. And that's, if you're not going to have quick reflexes, you have to know where you are on that ice surface. He's got that crease area, and he gets square to every shot, and he gets up rather quick. And that's success of a goaltender, and we saw it tonight. He played very, very well.
The game summary tonight, as we'll take a look at it right here. Alexander Daig, he's been hot. He had 2 goals tonight. Jeff Sanderson, his 22nd. He is now 4th in the NHL. Big game for Rice.
Well, Stephen Rice has played very well with Keith Primo, and they both are similar players. Now, I think Stephen Rice needed Keith Primo again. Primo came out tonight and hit everything in sight. And what did Stephen Rice do? He followed suit, hit some bodies, and ended up getting 2 goals. So a big game for him. Good to see. They had some lines working. In fact, everybody played very well tonight. It was a total team effort. We haven't seen that for a while.
2-2 game going into the 3rd period. The big goal, Stephen Rice in that 3rd period. We'll take a look at it right here.
Well, Keith Primo again starts it off, and he's going to go wide, take a shot, hits the side of the net, and then stays with it. But then comes Stephen Rice, and he jams it. We've seen him jam many times lately, and he stays with it again, gets a rebound. It hits Rhodes right in the chest area and drops down below it. The light never went on, but everybody else on the ice didn't know it was in, and I think Rhodes thought he had the puck, but no way. That puck was in the air, ended up going in the net, and that is a huge goal in the 3rd period. They didn't have to come from behind, but it was a good 3rd period win.
It looks good in print, too. Rice, his 2nd of the night from Haller and Primo at 15-17, and Haller made a nice play in his own end to get the puck out, which initiated the breakout for Primo. Stats in the game. Shots. Darn close. Ottawa had 32, and you take a look at those scoring chances.
Well, they were all even, as we mentioned. Every period, I think we had to mention the fact that everything was pretty close. The Whalers in the 3rd period were good on the faces, as you see, 38-27. But overall, every stat you look at is the same way the game was played. It was even, it was smart, and it was a heck of a game to watch tonight.
Great game to watch and savor. The final count tonight, Hartford Whalers 3 and the Ottawa Senators 2. Back with more from the Civic Center right after this on Sports Channel.
There is a place where legends come to life every day, where the magic of the sun never sets, the Mohegan Sun Casino, where the sweet taste of victory is always at hand. Here, sevens can equal thousands, and thousands applaud the stars. There is a place where you can find your season in the sun. Discover the Mohegan Sun Casino, now open. 1 mile off Interstate 395 in Uncasville, Connecticut.
Face it, no other razor shaves closer or with more comfort than Gillette Sensor XL. Soft microfins that protect your skin and individually spring-mounted twin blades that adjust to your face. No razor feels more comfortable during your shave or leaves your face smoother after. Gillette Sensor XL. And try new Gillette Aftershave, a splash that moisturizes as it refreshes.
You know, I have been trying to explain this new AT&T one-rate plan.
Hey, I am tired of all these little phone companies, people you never heard of.
No, this is AT&T.
They say big discounts, but who can tell with all the restrictions?
No restrictions. Calls from home, or one low rate, all the time.
Yeah, but only to certain people or certain times.
No, 15 cents a minute to anybody in America, anytime.
And I get this from AT&T?
Yes. I don't know. I thought I was doing so well.
No restrictions, no games. The AT&T one-rate plan.
Hi, I'm Alan McGinnis of the St. Louis Blues, and this is Ben and Nathan. Skating backwards is a key to good hockey. Pick a spot on the ice, skate forward, and as you approach your mark, transfer your weight to the ball of your selected pivot foot. Pick up your right foot and swing it back around your other leg. Put your right skate down and push off. Make the letter C with both legs. Have fun and practice hard.
Welcome back, everyone. It was a nail-biter in Hartford, but guess what? The Whale down the Senators 3-2. Hello, everyone. I'm Kim Walden. Did someone say scoring machine? Detroit's Sergei Fedorov has tallied 12 times in his last 11 contests, including 5 last Thursday against Washington. And guess what? He did it again. Let's take a look at the scoreboard and see where he's at. Detroit is on an easy, looks like they're cruising to an easy win, 7-1 over the Islanders. Yes, Sergei Fedorov did score once for the Red Wings. Elsewhere, New Jersey's Bill Guerin got over his scoring woes tonight, netting 2. Devils up 4-2 over Anaheim. Florida up 1-0 over Washington in the third. Tampa Bay leads Montreal 4-3 in the third. Valerie Bure has 2 goals for the Habs. And Toronto leads 4-3 in the battle between the 2 worst teams in the Central. Good night from our Sports Channel studios, and back to you, John and Bill.
Thank you, Kim. Tonight, the Whalers have moved back 5 games above 500 with their win over the Ottawa Senators. Now, Paul Maurice and the press conference.
Absolutely. His positioning is outstanding. It's interesting because I just listened to the post-game interview he did, and one of the comments he made is he didn't feel his reflex is not the best part of his game, his reflex game, and that's why he concentrates so much on his positioning. But I think he has both in hand. I think that very intelligent goaltender and gets himself in front of the puck all the time. Pretty exciting to watch somebody that young play that. That's kind of a mature style of game. That's the kind of game you hope goaltenders grow into, and that's the foundation of his game at 19 years old. So I think that's got to be pretty exciting for us. Well, I would hope that he was a little bit nervous. You know, I would hope that he was. It's funny because he hasn't really shown any of it, and I think that as he got, you know, more shots and settled and had to focus more into the game because he was getting more action, his natural talents came out, and he was very solid. Well, I think it was an important win, almost not for the 2 points tonight. It was an important win because we addressed an area that was an obvious problem to the players and to the coaches, and I think the players really adhered to it, and that's why I think it was so important that, you know, it's one thing for the coaching staff to recognize a problem and the players maybe agree with it or don't, but the players knew we were having a problem with our high man, and really I thought really stayed to their game plan, really stayed focused. You can tell because when it's happening on the ice and there's 2 or 3 guys low, you know, you can tell by what the guys on the bench are yelling, and they're always talking in tonight's game. You know, get that third man high, stay high, and when they're doing that, then you know they're focused on the game plan. All right.
Well, lots of good stuff for Paul Maurice tonight, but probably for him the most important thing was that team game and working on the defensive philosophies.
Well, exactly. The players knew they were doing something wrong, but they couldn't really solidify what the problem was until you go over it and you watch video and you see the last few games, and they did watch that and show the guys pinching in too much. And when a coach can come out and say, this is what we're doing wrong, and the team comes back and does it, that's a good team. That's a successful team. That's a team with some character, and they did that tonight. There was a couple of breakdowns, but you're going to have that in a game. There's no way you're going to play 60 minutes of flawless hockey, but I like the fact that they got to the point, and they did it very well tonight. Sort of cured the problem.
Sure did. Our Discover Card payback, playback, play of the game. Well, take a guess.
Stephen Rice, one whack, two whacks, the puck's in the air, and there it is. It is over the line. The goal, the red light did not go on, but Stephen Rice looking right back there. He knew it was in all the way, and the referee in great position. He called it a goal, too.
Yeah, Dave Jackson saw that one all the way. That's our Discover Card play of the game. Jean-Sebastien Giguère, his first NHL win. Time now for our Farmington Savings Bank save of the game.
Here's a big slap shot by Daig. Look at that area, right in the slot area, and there is Giguère down. He makes a save, and watch him, throws the stick away. He likes Dominik Hasek maybe, and then he makes the big blocker, pull in. Solid game. As he said, his reflexes may not be good, but I'll tell you what, he squares to the shooter every time. He's up and down, up and down. Great game, fun to watch. A young kid like this, as Paul Maurice said, 19-year-old. Poise, he's got everything. I told you, all these young guys are cocky. They don't care anymore. They come in and say, I'm as good as the next.
Some old guys are cocky, too, believe it or not. That footage showed you how well the defense played in front of him tonight, too. He saw it all the way.
Well, that was a big difference tonight also. I think when Jason Mazzai, the last couple of games, there's been so much traffic in front of the net, and it's tough to see the puck, and of course you can't see it. You're not going to stop it all the time. But tonight, there was a lot of holes for a goalie to peer through, and that's what a goalie wants. If you're going to move a guy and you may be in the way, he can still peer around a guy and get to see that puck coming, and that, as we saw in that play there, and there's so many times tonight, lots of room for Giguère to see it.
Billy, the Whalers hit the road now for 2 games at Chicago tomorrow night, at Washington Wednesday afternoon. Both games are not televised, but very important, obviously.
Well, they're solid defensive teams. Both teams are really struggling. They don't have a lot of offensive weapons. I know Washington has some injuries, and the Blackhawks can't score if you gave them a chance with an empty net. But defensively, they are good. They got good goaltending. They got solid defense. The Whalers have to be very patient in these next 2 games because it's going to be boring hockey, and they can't get caught trying to press the issue. We saw a good defensive team tonight, and they stuck with their game plan. The Whale did, and they ended up winning the game. They're going to have to do the same on these next 2 road trips, next 2 road games.
Go easy on your old club, will you?
Yeah.
You're a tough guy, I'll tell you what. Those games are not televised, but the next one after that is. On WB59, the arch-rival Boston Bruins here at the Hartford Civic Center Thursday night. The next televised game here from the Civic Center. Our next game on Sports Channel. Big one with the Washington Capitals Saturday night again here at the Mall, 7 p.m. live exclusively on Sports Channel. Coming up next, Brute presents Hockey Week, seen right here on Sports Channel. Final score tonight, the Hartford Whalers 3 and the Ottawa Senators 2. For my partner Bill Gardner, Kim Walden back in the studios, our producer Bob Bortz, director Jim Edmonds. I'm John Forslund. Good night, everyone.
Hartford Whalers Hockey on Sports Channel has been brought to you by Bud Ice, the official beer sponsor of the NHL. Drink Bud Ice, but beware the Penguins. By Discover Card, proud partner of the Smithsonian's 150th anniversary. By Bob Stores, where your weekend begins. By Gillette Sensor XL and the Gillette Series. Gillette, the best a man can get. By S.T. Sadleck & Company, financial leadership that listens. 1-800-541-4964. And by AT&T, your true choice.
Thank you and welcome to Chat with Charlie. Today's guest is a young man who just a few weeks ago put on one of the most amazing shows in television history. Won't you welcome, please, Harrison Bergeron. You know, Harrison, a lot of people, me included, thought that what we saw that Sunday night was real. You scared the pants off of us.
Well, I'm sorry if I frightened anyone. What I did was only meant to entertain.
So it was just all made up? Pretend, like any other TV movie?
Exactly.
And you never took over a control booth?
Nope.
And there's no secret headquarters with mysterious people who run everything and get special privileges?
Of course not.
And you didn't really want people to take their bands off?
No way. We know what happens to people who transgress, and no performer wants to lose his audience.
Oh. But there is still one thing that does bother me. You are a great actor. Now, maybe you're acting right now. How can we be absolutely sure that this was not real?
Well, because if what happened that night was real, I wouldn't be alive now, and I am alive, aren't I?
That's true. I didn't even think of that. I'd say that's proof positive.
That's right, Charlie. Nothing you saw on TV that night was real. Any more than what you're about to see right now is real.